Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to Delta Rules. In today's video, we got more energy options activities. Now, guys, remember the information presented by Delta Rules is for educational purposes only. Trading stocks and options involve risks that are not suitable for all investors. Please make sure to always do your own due diligence. Now, guys, if you ended up on this video and you don't know anything about options trading or about how options work, I do have 3 courses down below that will teach you about options from top to bottom, as well as a video showing you how to set up a scanner on Thinkorswim for unusual options activities. Having said that, the first stock that we're going to be talking about today, it's going to be GIII, and that is, let me actually take a look. GIII Apparel. They are actually they're in the business of designing, sourcing, and marketing women apparel. That is pretty much what they do. Coming down here to the option time or option statistics, we could tell that 98% of the calls that were purchased today were purchased at the ask price or above. Now, pretty much what it was this very short term 30 calls. They actually expire in about 2 days at this point in time. And there was a big order on here put in for these. As you guys could tell, the person that came in here didn't care that this was completely illiquid, and they just went for the for the 30-cent price, for the ask price, and they got filled on 3,388 contracts. So this is definitely something I'm looking at. I'm not exactly sure who's really coming in here with 2 days left and just putting this amount of money on this options, but it's definitely something that's worth looking, worth seeing exactly what's going to happen on here, seeing exactly, if those options would work. At least paper trading it may be a good idea, because this, these are just, these are 2 days. If there was, if we at least had a whole week on these options, maybe. But it looks like somebody just came in here. That the only reason I would think this happened was maybe because somebody has some type of inside info. That is it. Unless you're a real gambler, as far as this goes, it's only 2 days. At least I would have done a week. The least I would have probably done was a week for these. So I'll probably paper trade them. I'll see how it goes, and see if they actually have some type of information on there. So that's the first one that I had for you guys. The second one that I had for you guys is going to be SIG, and that is Signet Jewelers. And they are pretty much in the retail business of diamond jewelry. Now, coming down here to the option statistics, we can tell that 35% of the options of the call options that were purchased today were purchased at the ask price. We could tell that volatility seems low. However, it's high for its actual percentile, for its history per se. So coming down here to the option time and sales, we could actually tell that they put on here a 70-80 debit spread for the 17th of September. Now, if you come up here, you guys could actually tell they're, they purchased 70s, they sold the 80s on here. So purchased the 70s, sold the 80s. So they pretty much are saying that the stock will go above 70 by the 17th of September, but not above 80. So they're pretty much cutting their cost. So that is the second one that I had for you guys. Coming over here to the actual chart, we could actually tell that this has been a very well performing stock. And it does look like they took quite a bit of a dip today. So it looks like some people were actually coming in here and buying the dip. So that is the second one that I had for you guys. The second one that I have for you guys today is actually Pfizer. And Pfizer, as you guys have been able to tell, is breaking out. And, usually when it comes down to this types of companies, I usually want to bring them when the breakout is happening. I like waiting for that confirmation. It looks like it's getting a lot of hype now. As you guys could tell, Moderna was getting a lot of hype before. It was rising very rapidly, very high. I feel like Pfizer may have somehow the same effect, because it has been lagging behind it. So this is definitely something I'm looking at, just looking at the volume, just looking at the short-term volume. You guys could tell it's intense. 126,000 orders for these 50 calls just today. So this is definitely something I'm looking at, not even because of the buying or the selling, just simply because of the activity. It's insane. The call buying, the call selling as well. It's just intense. This is definitely something I'm going to be looking at. I might get into one of these plays, at least for the short term. you know, I might not go to the 20th of August. I might go down to September. You know, they're not that expensive, so definitely something I'm looking at. I really like it, and I really like the fact that it's just lagging behind. This is definitely something I'm looking at, but this is pretty much it. This is what I had for you guys. I really appreciate everybody that has been liking, subscribing. I really love you guys. Stay safe out there.